Hiya, I wanted to do a quick video to go over the nutritional guidelines for your body transformation, just so if you had any questions, hopefully this video will clear them up for you. So obviously the first 30 days, ideally we are looking to cut out all wheat and gluten, all alcohol, caffeine, processed foods and dairy, and alcohol. Did I say alcohol? Yeah. Now, obviously, as much as you stick to that, it's like anything. As much as you put in, you're going to get out. Now, we're trying to get the best result we can in 4 weeks. So ideally, we want to eliminate all that from the diet for at least the first 30 days. Now, obviously, if you're willing to do that, you'll get great results. Even if you did that 85%, you're still going to get very good results. But as much as you can, you want to try and stick to that 100%. But it's not, obviously, it's your own personal preference how much you want to really go for it. But, for most people after Christmas, they've had so much of that other stuff, they're ready to do it anyway. So hopefully you can crack on and do that pretty much 100%. So let's talk through some of the guidelines and basically how they sort of work. So the guideline number 1 is definitely the most important one, and that is planning ahead with your food. So if you don't plan, when you wake up in the morning, you're just going to go to your fridge and basically you're going to choose whatever you've got in there. So it's very important to get stocked up with all the correct food from your shopping list in the fridge and in the cupboards, so that you are prepared for when you start this on Monday. And that also means if there's any temptations and things like that, obviously just chuck them away. Any chocolate, anything that's going to take you away from where you want to be and your goals, then just get rid of them, so that the temptation isn't there. Your second rule is to eat regularly throughout the day. This will stop you from getting hungry, and also it will keep your metabolism revved up, and it'll give your body the nutrition that it needs to repair and recover. So that's also very important. So again, that's all about planning as well, kind of thing. So protein is also very important. This is going to help with your hunger, and also it's going to help obviously with muscle repair. Obviously we're training 4 or 5 times a week at home, and yes, it's only body weight, but your body is still going to be breaking down and we need to repair that. So protein's really important. Even if you're following a vegetarian or vegan diet, you have to make sure you're getting enough protein from different sources like quinoa and pulses and beans and lots of different types of vegetables. So it's very important that you try and have protein with every meal. Vegetables as well, on that subject, obviously they're such great for us. They fill us up and they've got so many vitamins and minerals, and they're a great fibrous carbohydrate. So green leafy vegetables, broccoli, kale, green beans, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you try and have a portion of those with every meal you can, okay? So with the carbs, get a lot of questions about this in terms of when you should eat carbs and how many carbohydrates you should eat. I try and keep it as simple as possible. So on the days that you are training, you want to just have carbohydrates on those days. And then on the days you're resting, try and go very, very low carb. So just meat and vegetables, or vegetables, no starchy carbohydrates like sweet potatoes or rice or anything like that. This will just help with our insulin sensitivity and also make sure that we're not taking in so much energy that we don't need, okay? So if we stick to that, you could even go sort of fairly low carb even on the days you're training as well, because obviously it is only body weight. So we're not kind of shifting like hundreds of kilos of weight. Do we really need all those extra carbohydrates? Well, so just be sensible, a small portion of carbohydrates, but literally listen to your body and gauge how you feel with that one, and you'll be fine. So essential fats as well, things like avocados, nuts, coconut oil, all those are really, really good for your hormones and very important for energy levels as well. So don't neglect those, you can keep those in the diet. Rule 7, water. Very, very important that we stay hydrated so that we don't retain water as well. And obviously we stay hydrated. So at least sort of 2.5 to 3 litres of water a day. And it's the simplest things that are going to make the biggest difference, guys. So just crack on with the water. It's so important. Eat the best quality food that you can afford to buy also. So very important. Don't buy sort of value chicken breasts if you can afford to buy a slightly better quality protein. And same with the vegetables. Organic is best, or free range type of stuff, eggs and bits and pieces. Just get the best quality you can. And don't overeat is rule number 9. So this generally tends to happen if you haven't eaten enough throughout the day. So if you haven't followed the eating regularly rule, then you'll get to the end of the day and you'll go, oh, I'm really hungry, I'll have a massive meal. Obviously not great for the digestion and not great for our body potentially storing some of that food. So if that happens, if you haven't eaten enough throughout the day, still have a small meal. And then after that, if you still feel a little bit hungry, like half hour, an hour after, just have like maybe a piece of fruit or something like that. But don't try and overcompensate and have a massive meal. It's not going to be good for digestion or energy. And then rule number 10, rest and recover and make sure you're getting adequate amounts of sleep. It's pretty stressful times right now, and it's really important that our body not only recovers from our physical system, but also our mental, emotional as well. So getting enough sleep, switching off, going for a walk in nature, taking yoga, all that kind of stuff. It's all going to be really, really helpful, guys. So obviously, if you have any other questions, please give me a shout. But I wanted to do a quick video just to kind of run through those guidelines so that you understand. Depending on your goals, obviously, if you want, most people on this plan, they're looking to lose body fat and lose weight. So obviously you want to be in a calorie deficit. That means taking in less calories than what you're burning off. But there might be people watching this that want to build muscle and want to kind of, try and get stronger and stuff like that. Well, then, you want to stay on quite fairly high calories. So you may need to adjust your calories and carbohydrates and protein levels slightly differently. The best thing to do is to fill out the food diaries that are also attached to the program, and just really use this as a gauge to kind of gauge how you feel in terms of your energy and your recovery, and also keep tabs on your weight. Make sure you're not dropping weight too quickly, or if you're not dropping weight at all, then obviously you might need to adjust that. But I know you've got this, guys, and we are here obviously if you need any help. So I will see you very soon. Good luck.